It took months of planning and preparation to get here. For some, game plans were drawn in the closing round of the 2021 season. Rounds 1 and 2 of AMSOIL Championship Snocross commence in Shakopee, Minnesota, the Daytona of Snocross. The championship point slate has been cleared. The 2022 season starts now. This is Sledhead 24/7.
I started racing here for the first time in 2015 and 16 in Pro Light, and I think I had a win or two. But the biggest history here, it's from 2017 when I won my first pro race in a final. I won the Dominator that year, the first day, but the first real race was here, so that was awesome. Yeah, we were just out there for practice, the first practice, and the track was pretty gnarly. I saw a lot of sleds didn't even make it through the practice, and yeah, I think they're a little bit behind the schedule, so they need to make up time, so they didn't have time to fix the whole track for us. And yeah, I hope for better racing tonight. So gonna be a lot of snow dust because it's so cold, and yeah, but that's just racing, so let's see. No, I'm just gonna do the same. Of course, I have the pressure on me, but I had that for two other years now, so I'm not thinking about that, and I'm just doing my thing, and I need to focus on what I'm gonna do, and yeah, just let's do it.
Hey guys, Lincoln Lemieux here. We're here at Canterbury for the first race of the season. You know, the track looks great. It's cold, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Last year I was on Cheering Speed Sports. This year we created 1-3 Motorsports. It's just me on the team this year, but we hired Ryan Duncan to do our clutching. We have a couple other mechanics, Jake DeSilva, Alex Rainville, and my dad and Scott Calderwood and my mother, Valerie Lemieux. They own the team, so you know, it's been great so far. We've had a lot of fun. And I think we're going to have a lot of success as well. Yeah, so this season we have a lot to prove. You know, we're all hunting for that championship, and that's my goal. I want a championship, and I believe I can do it. I have a lot of wins in this class. I've been consistent, but I just haven't been able to put, you know, full seasons together. So I think this year with the team that we have, we're going to get it done. So I'm really excited. Everyone's working together great, and it's going to be a good year.
Hi, my name is Francis Peltier. We're here at Canterbury Park for the first time I'm here, second year pro, but first time we're here because last year it got cancelled and replaced by ERX, so first time in here as a pro. No, the track looks pretty icy, so it's going to be tough to compete, but we're going to be there and just read the course like perfectly so we don't have any mistake, hopefully, because in the practice I kind of overjump a little bit and wreck the sled, so hopefully won't this happen in the heat races or final. So today's weather is kind of really cold. It's winter, we practice a winter sport, so it's part of the job. Just the visibility is so poor when it's cold like this because the snow does stay there, but it's the same for everyone, so hopefully it's gonna get a little bit windy so we can clear that up, or just get warmer would be fine too.
Hello, welcome to Teen Motorsport. I'm Elias Michel. Yeah, we keep the race trailers here in the shop, so it's easy to bring the sleds in and out, and we have all the parts and the tools from there. Yeah, here is where they work on the sleds during the week and get them ready for the weekends and the race. And yeah, we keep the practice sleds over there, race sleds and test sleds over here. The parts up there and parts behind the trailer. Some more machines and tools we can make for making parts, and yeah. Yeah, we have a big team this year. It's gonna be me, Marcus Ogmar. He's gonna race Pro Light together with Andy Peak, and I'm gonna stay in this trailer, the black and yellow one, and they're gonna stay in the blue and black one. So we're gonna bring two trailers to the race weekends, and lots of space, and yeah, all the mechanics have their tools and all the parts they need to work on their other stuff and get ready. We can go inside and watch in a new trailer they built over the summer, or we're getting ready on it, and we're putting all the stuff we need to go to the race next week. So here's the work area where they're gonna work on the sleds, workbenches, part storage. It's only gonna be me in here, so it's lots of space for one sled to work on in the race weekends in here. Elias Israel, thanks for coming by the Teen Motorsport shop, and yeah, excited to see you at the race. See you there.
When we return, we hit the starting line for round 1.
Sledhead 24/7 on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the U.S. Air Force. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform. Join us. By AMSOIL. Runs on Freedom. By Polaris. And by Stud Boy. Traction with an attitude.
Great charge up the line for Hunter Padno. Ishel got it up on one ski and able to hang on to it. And Cody Cam is right there with Padno. They are going to be bar to bar into the Polaris turn. Cam takes the inside. Padno takes the outside. Give the advantage to Cody Cam. He's got the early race lead. Oh, look at the block move there. A stellar block move. And as they work their way off the corner, it is going to be at the head of the class. Cody Cam holding on over Padno with Ishel and Daniel Bett to the inside here. So the champ makes his presence felt here in round 1. Elias Ishel is your pro winner here in Shakopee. Second spot goes to Hunter
Holy crap. Thank you.
That's beautiful, man.
How'd the race go?
No, the race was awesome. I got a pretty good start, third or fourth I think, and I found a couple good spots to pass, and made it up there, and I'm just so happy to get this one away, and first one with a new team, and the first place the first day. Couldn't have started better.
Erasing any doubts that the defending champion would be able to perform under his new team, Elias Ishel's round 1 win was undoubtedly a statement that echoed throughout the pro pits. But Can he repeat for round 2? Find out next.
You do your first.
Yeah, it's awesome to be back at Canterbury. It's one of the coolest venues, I think, having the indoor-outdoor seating and just the way the whole atmosphere is. There's a lot of good fans that come here, and like they really get into the races and they make it fun. And I know the groomer operators and the track crew, they're all doing the best that they can, and they're trying to get better and trying to take rider feedback for the track and stuff. But yeah, it's so awesome to be back at Canterbury, and just excited to be back in this atmosphere and have this kind of stadium feel, I guess. Starting out front, I mean, there's no better feeling than that when you know you have the whole shot. You know, coming up to the finish line, I was in front, and then Cody actually had the lower line off the triple after the finish line. So I was like, oh, nice. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, sweet, I got the whole shot. Like I just got to try to hit my marks and run away with it. And then Cody came on the inside, and like he had a faster line over the triple, and then yeah. But it was another learning experience too. So I think that's only the third pro final that I've led. So I'm happy that I was able to lead the final, and you know, obviously that's the step that I need to take to be able to get closer to that first race win. So definitely searching for that, and hoping to find that tonight.
Yeah, I had a super nice day, the whole day yesterday. I was just so glad to make it to the race. I have been struggling a little bit with an injury the whole preseason, and I had one good practice this week before the race. I think I had the biggest smile the whole day. I think I'm the guy out there who just having a blast. So happy to be back, and you know, I think that's a big reason why you can, if you're having fun and appreciate everything, then you will do better. Yeah, I feel much better this year. I will do my best tonight, and for sure I will try to be up on the podium tonight again. Now when I know that I can, and I will battle with Elias. Yeah, I actually saw a scratch on my sled, a yellow scratch on the side on the sled, so I sent him a Snapchat and said, "Hello, what's up? You can't try to take me out like this." So I'm gonna give back today. Try to give him a little kiss with the sled, you know. So.
I love being at this facility, and this venue is just awesome. Brings in a huge crowd of fans and friends and family and everyone. It's just a huge, lots of fun to be racing here every year. Yeah, you know, last night coming into the final with the 1-1 in both heat races, I chose the far inside line. It was open, so I jumped into it and was really confident with that line selection, and came out, I think, second place off the start, and got into the lead for a lap or two and did a couple quick battles here and there. But yeah, I'm super happy to be where we're at, and the new Polaris this year is a lot better than what we had last year, and we're definitely learning, and throughout the year last year we learned a lot too, so we're starting off very good for this season and hoping to continue that for the whole year.
Important to the whole shot. I mean, whole shot is like literally there's two races. Race to the first turn and then the rest of the race. And that first race, getting that first turn really helps you just get out front. And if you can get out there, you're not dealing with roost, you're not dealing with changing lines, because you never want to follow a guy because you can't pass him if you're following. So the whole shot really is a big thing, just trying to get you out in front of everyone, clear vision, and you can run your own lines. And anyone that's behind that doesn't get it, you're just uphill battle the whole race. So like I said, whole shot, 2 races, the whole shot's the big one.
Oh yeah, the start is just so important. You get out front right away, and then you're pretty much set. You don't have to battle through the roost, you don't have to battle through the pack, so you definitely want to be out front right away.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we got to get them all lined up right, and that's sometimes a pretty chore because everybody wants to get their spot just right, you know, and so they're patting everything down, and after they get that done, we just want to make sure that they're all in line. Once we get the line pulled, my son Devin, he pulls the line off, and what I'm looking for when I'm doing the start is just make sure that they're not moving.
So the mechanical side of it is you're trying to get the best takeoff. You want it to just explode off the line, right? So what a lot of the guys will do is you'll hear prior to taking off, everyone has like the hot button to heat up the pipe to build as much power as they can. And then what they'll do is you hold the brake, and then you'll kind of like start accelerating, getting the clutches to engage on the belt so that the reaction time from standing to taking off is as minimal as possible. So the guys will be in there, but the problem is like if you're power braking too much, if you're holding the brake and you hit the gas too much, then you smoke the belt, then you go nowhere. So it just slips then. So it's a really fine line of like, okay, you want it to be like grabbing, but you don't want to smoke the belt. So sometimes you'll see if a sled starts smoking, you knew it went too far. So that's the part that you want to avoid. But after that, once it engages, then you take off, and your clutching is really key because essentially that's changing the gear ratio all the way up to top end speed. So you really rely on that clutching to be spot on. And if you're not, you may be able to lunge out, but it might fall flat on its face, and that's when the other guys will drive by. So clutching is probably the biggest component of getting the hole shot.
The stage has been set for Saturday night under the lights. Still ahead, the round 2 final.
Sledhead 24/7 on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the U.S. Air Force. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform, join us. By AMSOIL. Runs on Freedom. By FXR. Premium outdoor gear that's worthy of who you are and what you love to do. And by Ziegler Cat. Exceptional service backing the best equipment.
The straightaway, great hole shot, picked off by Aki Palaia, with Elias Ischel running down to the inside, trying to grab the 2 spot as they work toward the Polaris turn. Palaia slammed the door on Elias there as they make their way down the U.S. Air Force backstretch for the first time. Adam Peterson running in 3rd as they will make their way around the Arctic Cat turn. Side-by-side action back there for 4th and 5th. Feeling out process here. Ischel going to try to ramp the outside lane around. Meanwhile, Emil Harvey challenged by Hunter Patnode. And again, Palaia able to stave off the challenge from Ischel. And if these two get to Dyson hot and heavy, that's going to allow Peterson, Hart, and Patnode to catch up as they run 3, 4, and 5. As we continue to watch Palaia and Ischel running 1 and 2, Peterson and Haar still mixing it up for 3rd and 4th. Give a call out to Cole Coutu with the top 5 run right now. He sits in the 5th position as we close in on the 5 minutes plus 2 laps to go mark here in this pro final at the Pertec Snocross National.
Elias Ischel, our second place rider, we have the red flag out.
The red flag being brought out possibly for the Hunter Patnode situation on track. This is not what Aki Palaia wanted to see at all. and they are almost 3 wide as they make their way back down through the corner. Pelayo winds up back up front, then he sketches out, and Emil Haar blasts by the Viking rocket. Haar has the lead. Ischel roaring back to his inside. Well, Pelayo falls back to 4th behind Adam Peterson, and now Emil Haar sensing the opportunity to perhaps get to the top step of the podium. So here he comes down off the final corner across the Vertec doubles. Twice is nice. 2-time winner in 2022, Elias Ischel.
Good riding. Good riding. Thanks. Good riding.
That was unbelievable. You rode, man.
Yeah,
Good job.
Thank you.
Your speed, when you come out.
Dude, it's always hard when you're up there, and especially up front in the 1, 2, or 3 spot, and you have everyone tight again. Me and Aki was a little bit in front, and we're kind of going smart and like smooth. And yeah, when it starts over, it's 100% again, and yeah, you just need to focus on what you can do and pick your lines and be smart.
Next week, AMSOIL Championship Snocross heads south along the Mississippi River to Dubuque, Iowa for rounds 3 and 4.